What up? What up? So I didn't do a video yesterday, seeing how today is Sunday, 1:30 a.m. I was posted up, watching Wildin' Out with my mom. Don't ask me why I watched that shit. But yeah, they had a segment where I guess they had to guess who the artist was by their voice, and so Lil Wayne had came up, and a dude that basically did his, I guess, best Lil Wayne impression, and I'm like, that ain't how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne sound, and I was like, yeah, man, he doing pretty bad. He can't make a hit to save his life, and she like, what? Maybe he ran out of shit to say, and I looked at her like, you gave me the greatest fucking idea for a video. So this video, this solo episode, give thanks to my mom, not me, because she sparked the idea of, has Lil Wayne ran out of shit to say? And I looked at her, I was like, you know what? I'm definitely gonna talk about that. So you get a shout out in the video. Shout out to you, mom. She be watching my channel, so shout out to you. So if you are a Lil Wayne hater, don't watch this video, because if you said some disrespectful shit about my mom, that's taking that shit to a different level, and that's off YouTube. That shit would get personal. You got me fucked up. But if you are a Lil Wayne fan, then feel free to watch the video. But let's talk about it. Has Lil Wayne ran out of shit to say? I don't know. I said that probably on my old channel, like eventually he's gonna run out of shit to say as far as being creative, because Lil Wayne is not how Jay-Z is, and through every generation, Jay is still around. No matter if he backpacks off another rapper or tries different sounds and different flows, but he still remains current. And it seems like Lil Wayne cannot seem to find his niche. I'm not gonna be like I used to be, like, well, he was better when he was on drugs. Not really, because if you're really on drugs, you're not as creative. I think energy-wise, he's there when I listen to Crazy, because that's still my favorite song. Even Duce, and Gotti. I haven't heard his new record with Christina Milian. I hear it's okay. Shout out to Sever the Bond. He says it's a pretty cool record, but I don't really go off what other people say. I'll probably check it out, because from what I heard at the AMAs, I wasn't impressed, and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? But let's talk about it. Has he really ran out of things to say? What would a Carter 5 sound like? Because I feel like every song he put out, except Crazy, should be on the album. I don't want to hear Duce, because that was a dope song, but it just seemed like he went in the booth and just basically did what he did as a freestyle, because he still had the audio of when he left the booth and people going crazy. What else songs did he do? Believe Me, I don't want to hear that. Grinding, I don't want that on the album. So at this point, I don't think Lil Wayne has anything else he could talk about. How many more times do we want to hear him talk about money? How many times can you say, yes, I'm rich, yes, I'm balling? And that's another thing, because it's like every time Cash Money or Young Money is in publications, it's about you guys not paying your artists, or it's a money issue. So if you balling so much, it's probably because y'all selfish and don't want to pay people. And that's just keeping it real. That's not, me being biased, and I'm a big Wayne fan, but let's keep it real. Birdman was just sued because of, what was a construction deal or something. Lil Twist is saying that he didn't get paid. Tyga been on record by saying he never got a check from Young Money. Other than that, I just don't see what the thing is with Lil Wayne, why he can't be creative. At this point, fuck it, get a ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying? Like, find a lane and find what worked with your first 3 Carter albums. You know what I'm saying? Because the production on Carter 3 was phenomenal. You could listen to that album from top to bottom. That Mr. Carter track was crazy. Misunderstood is like one of my favorite records off that album. It's just so many joints. A Millie. Like, I don't want him to try to do another A Millie. He tried that with 6'7", and you could say Crazy is kind of in that same lane, but he spazzes on record like that. But it's just like, with the Carter series, it's like him being his most creative, and I guess not really confident, but at the same time, it's just him being him spazzing. Like, he has content, even if you look at the I Am Not a Human Being record. You feel me? Like, that album, part 1 and 2, is songs that he can have structured. It's like, okay, you know you go want a record for the ladies. You dig what I'm saying? So it should be more like, okay, with the record Receipt he did on Carter 2, similar to that. You know what I mean? Or if you want to talk about the weed smoking record, like, okay, Pussy Money Weed was a good record. You know what I'm saying? La 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 was a good record. If y'all don't know what that is, that was the song that was originally supposed to be for the Carter 3, the first single. Records like that. What else? As far as money, look at the record he did with T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that everything you do should be like a hit record. It should be smashed. It should be catchy, you know? But I just think I don't think, you know, maybe he has run out of shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because after the Carter, 5, do we really want another Lil Wayne album? I'd rather him do another Like Father, Like Son album, because even though we know Lil Wayne carried that album, that's most definitely, but it just seemed like he's not focused on the music itself. You can just tell, because if he doesn't do lean, he don't really pop pills anymore. Yeah, he smoked weed, but his focus is not there. Like, what is stopping him from being focused on killing shit? Because you an artist, you see everybody dropping albums. You know that these niggas is winning. Look at T.I. You know, look at your class of other people. But he used to have this thing where he says, I don't listen to nobody music except for myself, or if I'm in a car and hear the radio. Okay, well, if you only listen to your music, you should know that your new shit is not better than your old shit. You know, I really feel he should go study No Ceilings, The Drought 3. You know what I mean? Dedication 2. Because his punchlines and metaphors is some of the dopest shit ever. You know what I mean? And I just feel like if he gonna do shit like that, then he needs to focus in on that. But if I go back to the Hot Boys era, he actually made great songs. He actually made great records. Like, he can make a song. Look at his first album, like The Block is Hot. Records like that. Respect Us. You know, that's one of my favorite songs off that album. Even Lights Out. I mean, it's just so many joints to where, you feel me, he good at talking about certain things. Like, okay, you take a record where he talk about women nowadays. Take the record off Lights Out, Midnight. You feel me? You see how he did in 3 different verses about 3 different females? That's creative. He was creative back then. And you got to remember, he couldn't really cuss back then. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like if you want to do something, be more creative. If you use your own music to inspire you, then why ain't you, you know, inspiring others around you? You dig? Like, he haven't released one song out of his whole camp that's fucking with anything any one of them artists put out. Tyga put out 40 Mil, Hookah, that other joint, that all them dope. Drake put out, you know, the records he put out. Nicki put out what she put out, but all his artist records are better than him, which is good. That means they're gonna make money and sell records, but you the leader. So I'm looking at it like, okay, if I'm signed under Wayne and this nigga can't make a good record to save his life, basically you're just getting notoriety off your name now, not off the music. You know, and I remember when a lot of them award shows was happening, and he put a letter or something out to his fans saying, I see that, you know, I'm not in none of these lists and everything. I promise to do better. I promise to not let my fans down. Well, none of that shit has changed since then. He hasn't put out nothing that's, you know, dope, where it's like, this nigga spaz. It's like he teases. It's like he drop a joint and it's like, all right, that's cool. You know, or he dropped one, that's not it. You know what I mean? It's just like the Off Day record. That shit was horrible. Like, literally. Like, Gotti, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? That's passable for a record. You know, Crazy, that was cool. Believe Me, that's just a Drake record. Grinding, that shit was horrible. So it's like, I'm not understanding why he can't drop something that's where it's like, holy shit, the Carter 5 is going to be dope. I mean, even in my next video, J. Cole already got his track list out for his album and the pre-orders up. So we already know that album coming out. So do I think that the Carter 5 is going to drop December 9th? Nah, because my mom's birthday is what? Next Saturday. You feel me? So the album supposed to drop 3 days later, and it's still no track list, it's still no pre-order or nothing. So I just think we all been trolled yet again. And at this point, like I said previously in older videos, if it doesn't drop in 2014, nobody will give a fuck next year about the Carter 5. Nobody will. You know what I mean? It's just over for Wayne. I feel like He has nothing to say. He's at that point in his career where he should just retire because he's been doing it for so long. You gotta remember, he's been doing this shit since 10, officially since 14 with his first album. Look how long that is. He's been in the game longer than most of these rappers. You feel me? Jay came in the game when he was in his late 20s. You feel me? And look at his catalog. So I just feel like Wayne, he never took a break, and that, I think that fucked him up. So I feel like he should take a break because his creative juices is not there. And I can't blame the production all the way. It's partly some of the production, but when you got great producers and you're not paying them, what can you say? Like, I think he should stop chasing trends and stick to, you know what I'm saying, what's natural to him. I would swallow my pride, pause, get Manny Fresh in there and like, here, go a meal, this is the budget, let's get this Carter 5 going. And let him executive produce the whole project. You feel me? At least a meal to start off, you know what I'm saying? And that will bring some organicness back to the whole Lil Wayne thing, because he can inspire Wayne to do some incredible shit. Let's keep it real. The production for Manny Fresh, man, it's dope. Even Kanye, I mean, you could just take 5 dope producers that Wayne has worked with, that has done incredible work with, songs banging, and can deliver a great album. Because you're going to do it in 2 parts. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get what it is. I just think he ain't got nothing else to say, you know. So shout out to my mom, you know. I never wanted to admit it. I've said it before, but I just think he don't have nothing to say, because even when you listen to his songs and break them down, they ain't really saying shit, and that's sad. You know what I mean? It's like I don't even have him on my phone for no kind of playlist. You know what I mean? All I listen to, the only song, No Lie, is Crazy. That's all I listen to. When if I want to get like hype and get in a good charged mood, I listen to Crazy or Do Say. That's really it. You know what I mean? Or I listen to Card 3. I don't listen to none of this new shit because there's nothing there. But he killed verses when he get on other people's shit. You know what I mean? Damn, whose song was that he was on? That Take Care joint with him and Young Thug is dope. It's another song he was on. I can't think of who it was, but he murdered that fucking beat. You know, and that's the type of Wayne that I want. But I don't know what y'all feel about it, you dig? I promised my mom I'll do this vid, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Mom. I know you watching, you dig, you like what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, do y'all think he still got shit to say? Do he got a story to tell? Or should he just retire? Y'all let me know in the comment sections. Be polite. 1.